Hello everyone, Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching. I have another Monday quarterback video for you. I'm going to play this video and talk about things that are going on. I better explain what's going on and talk about things that I think that are being done right and or done wrong. Here we go.
Hello everyone, I'm Stephen Greenlee, Public Information Officer for the Reno Police Department. This critical incident community briefing is intended to inform you of an incident that occurred in the city of Reno involving officers with the Reno Police Department. You're about to see
Chief with the Reno Police Department. Anytime an officer is involved in a shooting, it is our policy to have the incident investigated by an outside agency in accordance with the Washoe County Officer Involved Shooting Protocol. These investigations are complete and thorough. They typically include interviews of those involved, collection and review. On December 22nd, 2022, at about 7:22 in the morning, Reno police officers were dispatched to the Riverwalk at Sierra Street on the report of a subject armed with a gun. Additional calls to 911 advised that the suspect had two rifles, was firing shots, and that people were running away. Officers were already in the area and can hear the suspect actively shooting. 3 bailiffs from Reno Justice Court were also alerted to the shooting and ran into Wingfield Park trying to find the shooter. The incident was captured by the body cameras of the Reno police officers, courthouse surveillance cameras, and a resident that lives nearby. The bailiffs are not required to wear body cameras.
All right, so we now know that this is a high-risk call. So anybody responding to this call needs to have rifles. Now the bailiffs, they're most likely not going to have a rifle available to them. It's possible that they may keep a rifle in their control room or their camera room, as some places may call it. There should be a room in a courthouse where a bailiff will sit and there's cameras. So they'll monitor cameras, within the courts themselves, hallways, stuff like that outside the place. And then depending on the setup, if there is a door that connects them to the jail, then they may control that door, opening it. If they have holding facilities within the court, basically like a mini jail sort of setting where it's just, it's temporary for like the day, they may have control over those doors as well. But there's not going to be rifles where the bailiffs are normally at. At the front door, there's not a rifle there. Within the courtroom, there's not a rifle. So I already know that these bailiffs are going to have to go at this with their pistols. Now, the patrol officers, they should have rifles in their cars. So they are the ones who should be getting rifles out on this call. I don't know. This is my first time seeing it, so we'll see what happens. Chances are they're probably not going to get rifles out because unfortunately that seems to be a very normal thing when it comes to incidents like this. Of all the videos I've done reviews on, that's a common theme. Now, there's some who will get rifles out. You can tell that they are properly trained. They have the proper mindset for it. But let's find out. Yeah, that's peculiar. Now, is there anything wrong with a person walking around with a gun? No. That the minute they start shooting randomly, that is a problem. And you can tell right off the bat, this is not normal. This is very peculiar, very odd. Not even a regular gun person would be doing that. This dude is obviously on some sort of mission. Maybe he wants to hurt people. Maybe he just wants to die. And he thinks by doing this, the police will come and shoot him. The fuck? So now we can see police responding, officers responding in that vehicle up there. This dude's still down here. So from the camera angle, it can be difficult to see this guy because of the tree. It's wintertime, so all the leaves are gone, but it's still difficult to see. Now we see officers over here on the left, and it looks like is that a rifle? That looks maybe like a rifle. All right. Okay, so he's down in here somewhere, and you can start to see these guys approaching over here.
Reno police officers located the suspect along the river near the amphitheater just as the bailiffs were shooting at him. The suspect fell to the ground but would not cooperate with the bailiffs and officers' orders to show his hands. When the officers went to handcuff the suspect, he got up and ran. While trying to flee, the 3 bailiffs and 2 Reno police officers shot the suspect incapacitating him. Investigators later learned that the bailiffs and officers shot at the suspect because they were concerned he was still armed and that he posed an active threat to the safety of the people in the area.
Like you're going to use that fucking baton for this call.
Yeah, Alright, Charles 215, he's under the bridge at the... Where's he at? Where's he at?
Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! See your fucking hands! See your hands!
Watch out. Got it.
Got it! Don't move!
Down. Hang on. Don't go up. Wait. Wait for a team.
Stop moving!
Show your hands.
Hands up to your side!
Hey, over here, team over here. Team over here. I need a handcuff, team. Right here. I got it.
Don't move! Do not move!
All right, let's back this up some.
Team, go.
So he gets out and he holsters up that big ass wooden baton. If there was a rifle in that patrol car, he should have got that rifle out. Now, I don't know if there was or not. I don't know anything about this agency. If there was not a rifle in the car, then that's a problem on the administration of that agency. If there was a rifle in the car, that's a problem on this officer. He should have got that rifle out. I like how he was putting gloves on because he knows that this is probably going to involve going hands-on, and the person could be having bodily fluids, so it's always best to have gloves on when there are bodily fluids present.
Yeah, Alright, Charles 215, he's under the bridge at the... Where's he at?
Let me see your hands!
So fuck yeah, man. The fucking bailiffs, dude. I love that. I fucking love that so much. It's different from area to area that you go to. Some of your larger towns, you can have some younger guys working in the courthouse because the sheriff's office kind of uses that as a luring tactic to have people come work in the courthouse and the jail. They'll say, well, if you come here and you do some time in the jail or the courthouse, you could move to the street. We could make you a road deputy. So you can have younger guys doing that. In other areas, the courthouse bailiffs are retired people. They came from the road. They don't work the road anymore. They're kind of old, or they never work the road at all. They don't do anything else, and they're just older people. Some places it is a part-time only kind of job. So other places, and with those places where most of the positions are part-time, there are a few full-time positions, but some of them can be just part-time positions. That's kind of how it's done in our area. Why it's done like that, I'm not 100% sure. I'd imagine probably budgeting. It's easier to have part-time people because the agency doesn't have to provide benefits and stuff like that to them. And when you look at a budget, personnel costs, a lot of that is going to be heavy towards patrol because they are full-time, they do get benefits, etc. The courthouse, it is seen as a lower risk type of assignment, which is why so many old people work it. And it's one of those things where I guess the sheriff sees where they can cut some expenses, and they'll do part-time positions there, and then they don't have to provide benefits or anything like that to people. Some places also, the bailiffs are contained to just the courthouse. They don't allow them to go out and do anything else. So hell yeah to these bailiffs for recognizing that there was a threat to the community. They were in the area, they were capable of responding, and they were fucking motivated to go respond. These guys brought the fight to this dude. You know, a lot of people will talk shit about bailiffs and they'll talk shit about jailers. They'll say that, they're wannabe cops, they failed the academy, stupid shit like that. Now, there are some dumbasses that work in those, but there's also some dumb motherfuckers who actually got hired by an agency and are working the road. So it goes both ways. And I love the fact, fucking love the fact, that it was a court bailiff who recognized we need to bring a long gun to this gunfight. From the looks of it, I don't see any other of these patrol officers who are supposed to be better than the bailiffs, right? They don't have rifles, they don't have shotguns, but here we got a bailiff rocking a shotgun because he knows that's the best fucking thing to have in a gunfight. When you go to a gunfight, bring a long gun and bring your friends with long guns. Long guns are more accurate and they have better incapacitating power than pistols. Pistols are very short barreled. The littlest amount of movement, even when firing the gun or in the midst of firing it, pulling that trigger, can move that gun enough to where it throws your shot placement way off. And the cartridges suck. I don't care what caliber you have, all pistols suck. Rifles and shotguns are where it's at for gunfights.
Let me see your hands! See your fucking hands! See your hands!
Watch out. Got it.
Got it! Go!
Down.
Down!
Looks like two of them got long guns.
Down.
That one's got a shotgun, and that one looks like he had some type of long gun as well. You can see a sling. So, two bailiffs armed with long guns. Hell yeah. Fucking loving it.
Down. Hang on. Don't go up. Wait. Wait for a team.
You hear someone in the back. It sounds like they're saying reloading.
Don't go up. Wait. Wait for a team.
Sound like he's saying reloading. Ideally, that's not the best thing to yell out, because you don't want to alert the enemy that your gun is going to be empty or is empty. The best thing to say out loud to let other people know hey, you all need to point your loaded guns at this someone because my gun is not going to be here in a second, is just to yell cover. And then those people's response should be covering, to let you know that they've heard, understood, and acknowledged your request, and that it is okay for you to now either move to a new spot, take cover, or reload your gun. Now, in this scenario where it's just that one person, is it the end of the world that he said reloading? No. But generally, that's not what you want to say out loud.
Show your hands.
Hands up to your side!
Hey, over here, team, over here.
Go!
Back up! Back up!
Crossfire!
He's down by the tree.
Reloading! Hands up to your side!
You good? I'm good, yep. Did you shoot? I did. Good, man? Yep, I'm good. Good.
Officers handcuffed the suspect.
All right, and well, all right. And as soon as one of those officers got super close to that guy, this officer went ahead and withdrew his gun out of the way so that he would not be muzzling the officer who's making contact. So good muzzle discipline on this guy. When he first came up on the scene, his position was basically in a crossfire situation, so it was not good for him to be shooting from this distance, especially with a pistol. He's not going to be able to be very accurate at all, and because of that possibility of being inaccurate, it's possible that a stray round could have hit one of them. So he decided to cross over the bridge to get over to them.
He's down by the tree.
And then his angle, the suspect's angle, it all changed. And so now he has a clear line of sight, clear line of fire to the bad guy. No officers in the background for him to maybe accidentally hit. So he is now green light to be able to start delivering rounds to the threat to incapacitate them.
Officers handcuffed the suspect, rendered medical aid, and called for an ambulance. The suspect was taken to a local hospital, and no one else was injured. Investigators confirmed that the suspect was shooting an AR-15 rifle when the bailiffs confronted him. He was also armed with a 12-gauge shotgun. It was determined that the suspect fired 17 rounds from the AR-15. Reno police detectives determined that the suspect stole the guns hours earlier in a commercial burglary. The Sparks Police Department is investigating the shooting, and the involved officers were placed on administrative leave. The suspect was identified as Emanuel Flores Saldana. Reno police detectives arrested Flores Saldana for charges related to the commercial burglary. The Sparks Police Department is pursuing additional charges related to the shooting.
In the coming months, the Reno Police Department's Office of Internal Affairs will review all relevant information
related to the commercial burglary. The Sparks Police Department is investigating the shooting, and the involved officers were placed on administrative leave. The suspect was identified as Emanuel Flores Saldana. Reno police detectives arrested Flores Saldana for charges related to the commercial burglary.
So the commercial burglary, what was that? I don't know. It could have been a gun store that he stole these from. It could have been just a regular business where someone kept those guns in there for self-defense, and he broke in and stole them. So I think that brings up the important topic of securing your guns. If your gun is not on you or within arm's reach of you, it needs to be made inaccessible and or inoperable to unauthorized people. I'm willing to bet that had that rifle and shotgun been locked in a safe or had cable locks or trigger locks on them, then he either would not have been able to come into contact with them and take possession of them, or even if he did take possession of them, he may not have been able to defeat the lock mechanisms to get it working, or if he could defeat them, it would take him a longer time than normal to be able to get that gun in operation. They said that he had stole them hours before. So, had they had locks on them, yeah, could he defeat a lock within an hour? Sure. I mean, if you know what you're doing, you can defeat a lock within seconds. But not everyone possesses that ability to be able to pick locks or anything like that. So, chances are he would have to brute force attack the locking mechanism to make the gun operable. If they're in a safe, can a safe be defeated? Absolutely. If you know what you're doing. It could be, depending on the safe, it could take you a mere 30 seconds to defeat that safe. If it's a good safe, a little bit better safe, it may take a lot more and longer time than that. And burglars, they don't like spending a whole lot of time in the place that they're burglarizing, because the longer time they spend there, the longer they increase their risk of being caught. I am as pro-gun as they can be. I fully believe that the NFA law is bullshit. We should all be able to go out and buy belt-fed machine guns, fucking grenade launchers, silencers, goddamn tanks, right? I believe we should be able to easily go get those things. However, I am also of reasonable thought that we should also have safe storage laws. Why do we not see street criminals using M249 SWAT automatic weapons, M240 belt-fed machine guns, miniguns, etc. in the streets? Because they can't get their fucking hands on them. That's why. Those things are legal for people to own. If you've ever been to a machine gun shoot, you will see M60 machine guns, miniguns, old-ass German M42 machine guns, Uzis, M16s, AK-47s, you fucking name it. You will see it at a machine gun shoot. People are legally able to own those. But they also happen to pay a pretty high price for them, and so it is an investment for them. And what do they do with their investments? They lock them in a fucking safe. They do not keep them in their car and then leave their car unattended for several hours while they go to work. They do not leave their belt-fed machine gun sitting in the closet. They don't leave their belt-fed machine gun sitting behind the bedroom door, leave home, go to work, be out of the house for several hours, and leave that stuff unattended, unsecured. They lock it in a fucking safe. It's hard for criminals to steal shit when things are locked up. So, little cheap-ass Taurus pistols and Springfield XD pistols and Glocks and stuff like that, those are more easily obtainable by people, right? $500, $600 for a pistol is, for some people, expensive, but it's still disposable enough for them to where they feel comfortable enough leaving that item in the center console of their car that does not lock, and then leaving that there and going inside a place of business for hours and leaving their car out in a parking lot somewhere on the side of the street for hours unattended. And criminals can easily break into a car and steal it. Hell, some people make it easier for the criminals. They leave their fucking car unlocked. Criminal walks by, tries door handles on cars, boom, comes across one that's open, sits in there, starts rummaging through the center console and the glove box, and then boom, they find a pistol. That's how a lot of pistols end up on the streets. That's how a lot of people's guns get stolen. Or they leave it at home and it's out in the open. It's in a nightstand. It's on the nightstand. It's on a dresser drawer. It's within a sock drawer. It's sitting up on the top shelf of the closet. Whatever. It's easily accessible. That's how those things end up on the streets. People are not taking care of their guns. Why are people leaving them at home? Why are people leaving them in their cars? Because of bullshit gun-free policies. The people are following the rules. They're not taking their guns to work because their work has a policy against it. They're not taking their guns into gun-free zones because they're following the rules. There's no guns allowed in the school. There's no guns allowed in this public stadium, the courthouse, college campus. They leave it at home. They leave it in their car. They're following the rules. So if these good law-abiding people are following the rules, then we should make a safe storage law so that they follow that fucking rule too. If you don't have your gun on you or within arm's reach of you, it needs to be locked up. Had that rifle and shotgun been locked up, this incident for that day would not have happened. So the person who owns that shotgun and that rifle, are they responsible for this? Absolutely. 110%. Now some people will say, well, it's not his fault. He was a good person. It's that thief who stole it. Yeah, you're right. It is the thief who stole it. But who made it easy for that thief to take it? Would you have that same fucking mindset if someone left if someone left a bottle of hydrocodone pills sitting on their coffee table, uncapped, fully open, and there was a toddler in the house who thought it was candy? Would you then still have that mindset of, oh, it's perfectly legal for him to have it? It was prescribed to him by his doctor. The kid shouldn't have ate it. The kid should know it's not candy. No, you would recognize that's a stupid fucking argument. And then the parent or whoever left those pills on the goddamn table for a toddler to come across and easily get and eat is liable. They're negligent. People who leave their guns laying around carelessly like that are negligent. And they are the ones who are making it hard for us to retain our rights. The gun crowd people are literally giving the anti-gun crowd people the ammo, pun intended, to fucking come after us and take our fucking guns away. If you do not have your gun on you, and if it's not in arm's reach, lock it the fuck up.
The Sparks Police Department is pursuing additional charges related to the shooting.
In the coming months, the Reno Police Department's Office of Internal Affairs will review.
The Sparks Police.
All right, that's it. If you like what you hear and see, go ahead and give me a like and a share. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more Monday quarterback videos. Earl Henderson, Primordial Fence, thank you for watching.